Hi everyone, it's VN Makeup here. I haven't been doing a video in so long, and this is my first video ever of 2017, and I'm gonna start it all over again. Hopefully I can continue this and not, left off where I did after I had my baby. To date, my little baby is now 5 years old. She's not so much of a baby anymore, but I wanted to start off this year doing my best of beauties of 2016. Like, I want to show you guys what I've been loving in 2016, and I have like all my products laid out right here. So a lot of stuff, so I want to get into it. Hope you guys are doing well into 2017, and if you guys have any favorites, items that you guys always reach for in 2016, leave them a comment down below and let me know, because I love watching these kind of videos, and that's what kind of inspired me to start my own videos again, because I love watching them so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with kind of like in the order that I do my face, remove my makeup and all that stuff. So first thing is, I didn't bring any face wash because I switch them up so often, but after I wash my face, I always put on this serum, and the bottle, it says Bare Minerals, but it's not Bare Minerals. It's actually a serum that I made using vitamin C powder, aloe vera gel, rose water, and vitamin E, and I think jojoba oil. I dropped it in. So I love this stuff. I've changed my whole skin regimen. I was using Peter Thomas Roth before, and that didn't work out for me very well. I still had like so much breakout. Like, my worst breakout area is always right here, and right now it has a couple, but like for the last 2 or 3 weeks there was nothing, and it was thanks to this. So if you guys are interested, I will make a video of showing you guys, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable, how to create this serum right here, and I'm just totally in love. And then my favorite thing to take off my eye makeup is the Almay oil-free gentle eye makeup remover pads, and these are my holy grail, because I've tried their other kind. I've tried so many other kinds, but these always end up to be my favorite. I've tried the same brand, the same type of product, but it was like a blue bottle or maybe a different color bottle, and it has oil in there, and I actually got an eye infection, and it got me a really bad eye infection. I went to the eye doctor and we couldn't figure out what it was, but she looked in my tear duct, and I had like a lot of excessive oil that stayed in there. And so I was like, and then I finally figured out that it was my eye makeup remover, and that was bad. I had to use steroid drops to get my eyes like not blood red shot, because it was like literally blood red shot. So that's that. And then after I wash my skin once a week, I have been loving this right here, and it's the PMD microdermabrasion for home, and it really does help to remove the dark spots on your face, because I have freckles. Like, you can see them as freckles, but this side is not doing so well. I have my makeup covering it, but this side is slowly fading away, and I've used it for about 5 weeks, so I can't really say how well the results is yet. But if you guys are interested, I'll do a separate video on that, and I just love that. And it makes my skin feel so cleansed. And then after I do the microdermabrasion, I use the Peter Thomas 24 karat gold mask right here. And this is what it looks like. And it doesn't really have a scent to it, but I really love this stuff. It makes your face feel so smooth and so filled in, and not dried out. And it's not sticky. You put it on just like a thin layer. It's not sticky, and you don't have to wait for so long, like 10 minutes or so, and you wash it off. And it's really easy to get off too, because I hate some of the masks, like the clay mask. They're so hard to get off. I don't like those. But yeah, I do love that one. Oops, this thing is falling apart. Okay, and then, so when I'm not doing the dermabrasion, I do use this set right here. maybe once a week as well, and it's the Philosophy Michael Delivery Peel. Sorry, it's kind of backwards, but this is what it looks like. It goes together, so you rub this on first, and it has like a crystal jelly-like in there. You can see I've used a lot of it already. But you just take some out on your palm, just a teeny tiny bit, and then you rub it all over your face, and it has like crystals, like kind of strong crystals, where it like exfoliates your face, and you feel really, it's kind of rough exfoliating, but it won't be irritating to the skin. And then you're supposed to put some of this onto your palm and then rub over all of that exfoliating crystals to activate them and make it into like a face wash, and then you can wash it off. Yeah, and so for nighttime, I like using the Olay Effect 7-in-1 night moisturizer, and it smells so good. It smells really good. It doesn't smell like an old lady. And this is what it looks like. And it has kind of like a pearl. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on camera, but it has kind of like a pearlous look and like a pearl sheen. There you go. Maybe you can see that in the product. And so I think that's what helps a lot. And it's not, my skin is oily, but sometimes it gets dry. But it doesn't leave you like a grease film filling all over your face, because usually with the night creams and the night moisturizers, they're very, very thick, and I feel like they always leave a cream on your face and kind of like a film, and I hate that feeling. And so that's why I love that one. And then for the daytime, I use the Benefit Moisturized Triple Performing Face Emulsion, and this goes perfect under my makeup. It doesn't make me feel heavy on my face, and I've used that. I think I've finished a bottle already, 2 bottles I think, and this is my 3rd bottle, so that's how much I love it. And I have backups of them. I have like 2 other backups of them, so that's how much I love them. It feels really light on your skin, and it doesn't leave like a greasy feeling, and when you put your foundation on top, it doesn't make it greasy and really heavy. So that brings us to foundation, I guess, then. No, primer. This is my go-to primer for the whole year. This is all I reach for. I've tried so many other ones. I've tried Smashbox. I've tried Urban Decay. I've tried Maybelline. I've tried a lot, but this is my favorite one. So I have problem areas right here where I have large pores, and this seems to fill it up really well, and it's really smooth on the face. It has like a silicone texture to it, but I don't mind it. It just leaves my skin really smooth, and it doesn't make it heavy. Again, like I said, when I put my foundation on it, so it just kind of balance and even out your skin tone right here, and it makes like so smooth, even just on my hand. I don't know if you can see it on camera, probably not, but you can see like the wrinkled area, and then where the product was, it's just nice and smooth. So you guys should check this out, or even look up the dupe for it, because I've seen dupes for it somewhere, like I think the Babyface, Maybelline Babyface or something like that might be a dupe for this. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. And so that gets me to foundations. The one that I've been loving most of the year recently is this right here, and it's not a foundation, but it's a CC cream, but it's very, very full coverage, and you can see how much I've loved it. This is my 2nd tube, and it has the SPF of 50. I don't like it for taking pictures, like if I'm going to a concert or something, or if I'm getting my picture taken, especially with like the professional cameras. I always get flashback with it, so I try not to wear this when I know I'm gonna get my picture taken, even though I love it so much for the coverage and for the fresh feeling of it. But I've referred so many people for this, and I just love it. And it comes with a pump. It's really nice, and you know, it's easy to control, easy to squeeze out, and I just love it. The consistency of it is fairly thick for being a CC cream, so I love that one. And to apply that, to go with that brand as well, It Cosmetics. Sorry, my brush is dirty, but this is, oh gosh, I'm sorry you guys, this brush, I've used it so much that it rubbed off. I think this is the 102, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say it's the 102, like the dome shaped brush. right here, and I'm sorry it's dirty, I haven't washed it yet, but it's my favorite. It's like the only thing I like to use for applying my foundation. And I use this for my blush, and I love it. Cosmetic brushes, I'm going to mention some other brushes that I have from them, and I have 2 other brushes from them from the Live Beautifully collection. And this is the number 227 Flawless brush, and it's the angle, kind of dense brush right here. I love this for my blush. And it has a really, really good smell right now, so I don't want to wash it. I know it's dirty, but it smells so good right now. I don't know why, but it does, and so I'm like trying not to wash this, and still not getting it too dirty, and just kind of not feeling icky about not washing it for a while, but I don't want to wash it and get rid of that smell. And then this is the other brush that I love, and it's the number 206 Buffing Mineral Powder, and it's a powder brush, and I love using this for powdering my face, and you know, just like usually just in the T-zone area. So that's the one, and I use the powders that I use is this one right here, and it's the Bye Bye Pores, also by IT Cosmetics, and it's just a white powder like that, but it really, really mattifies your face. Like for if I want any extra coverage, if I'm using a foundation that's not very opaque, then I use the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination in Light, and I really like this one to go with the CC cream that I use. So that's that. And then for my contour, I'm just trying to go to what I normally put on my face. And so for the contour, I was using the Lorac Pro contour palette for a long time, and I don't have that in front of me, so I didn't bring it, but I do love that. I usually use like the middle shade and the darker and the medium shade, but I don't use a light shade very often, so I just didn't think to include that. But what I've been using is this Becca powder, and is the Perfecting Skin Mineral Powder Foundation actually, and it's in the color Cacao. And this is what it looks like. It's really, really dark, and it a little bit goes a long way for me. Maybe I can look for like maybe a lighter color, but I just really love this for my contour, and I just was playing with it, so I was putting some on right there so you can see it really, really well. But this is the brush that I love using to put it on. Is the Lorac contour palette, contour brush that came with the palette, and I use these 2 together for my contour, and I just absolutely love it. And then also another Becca powder that I use that I absolutely love is the Shimmering Skin Protector Pressed in Rose Gold. Right here, you see the sheen on it. This color is so beautiful. You see that? And then here it is on the skin. I use that sometimes just as a blush, and it gives me like the prettiest glow. I think I have, do I have some of it? No, I don't have this on today, but it just is so pretty. See that? I just love it. Okay, and then another blush that I've been loving as well, that I always go for, is like my easy go-to, you know, is the Bella Balma right here. I'm trying to show you guys the product before I show you the name. It's been a long time since I've been doing video, guys. So here's the blush itself right here, and I'll do a swatch of it. It's a swatch of my finger, and then there it is on the hand. Right there. Still trying to figure out my camera angle as well. Sorry. So there it is right there. And it gives you kind of like a glowy pink to your cheek, but not like crazy blush color. So I really like that. Another blush palette that I've also been loving is my Hourglass Ambient Light palette, and this is what the inside looks like right there. I don't use this color very often, but I do use these 2. I usually just swirl them together because this one feels kind of dark for me and this is light, and so I just put them together and it comes out perfect, and I really like it. Oh, let me show you guys this swatch. And it feels so super soft to the touch. So that's the middle one right there. And then here's the Here's the darker one right here. And then I'll swatch this color too. Like that. Well, I guess that might work, like on a just a light, no makeup kind of day. Also, recently I also discovered this right here, and this is what I've been using to death, is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals. And you guys, a lot of you guys have shown me this, saying how great it is, and I finally got my hands on it, and I just absolutely love it just recently. But look at it, it's so pretty. I mean, it looks like it could be a quality of a Chanel item, you know? Like, just don't look at the plastic covering out here. If you just look at this right here, like it could look like a Chanel item. That's just what I see. Okay, and then so next I have a couple more foundations that I wanted to share with you. I've been loving the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Love this stuff. It lasts all day and it keeps my face really matte. I don't have to do any powders on top of it when I use this, because it's kind of, for me, is full coverage, because it covers like all my freckles and stuff like that. So this is pretty good. I have like a bunch of colors, as you can see. That's how much I love it. And then another one that I've been, whoa, it's falling off. Another one that I've been loving is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless right here. And I don't like to use it by itself. And you know what's the funny thing is, I mix it with the Dewy Smooth. And this color is a little bit dark for me. Someone gave this to me. And so I thought, you know, why not try and use it and put it to waste. So I mixed the two colors together. Just a little bit of this and then, you know, most of this. Because this right now is kind of light for me. So I mix them together. And so I have this like perfect non-matte and like dewy but not oily looking combination. I know it's really weird. I've never seen anyone do that before, but you guys should try it. If this is too matte for you and this is too dewy for you, you should definitely try to combine it. It turns out really, really pretty on the skin. And for my eyes, I have been loving the Primer Potion in Eden. This is, I don't know what anyone says. A lot of people say they use other stuff and they don't like the Urban Decay, but it's always been my go-to. I know I've used this since day one and I've never changed it. I mean, I've tried so many other stuff. I've tried, oh gosh, I've tried a lot. I've tried Too Faced, I've tried, actually the Wet n Wild one I do like too, but I just couldn't find it to show you guys. But the Wet n Wild Fergie primer, I do like that one as well, because it's kind of similar to this. Maybe I should try and see if it's a dupe for this, but I do like that one too. I just don't have it here to mention for you guys. And for the eyeshadows this year, I've been loving two palettes, and the first one is the Tartelette in Bloom. I love this for traveling. I take it everywhere with me for traveling because it's so convenient and it fits into my makeup bag, and the color I know is great. So this is what it looks like on the inside, right there. My color kind of chipped because I had some kids. I have my makeup palettes on my makeup desk, and then there's a little chair next to it, and so the little kids come over and they would just get their hands into my little palettes, and when I'm not looking, and they would, like, you know, get their hands and their fingers in there, and so that's what happened to my baby. But I do love this palette. It has both shimmer and matte in there. The shimmer, I don't really care for this color very much because it's not the best, but you know, it works for highlights and such. But it is pigmented. See, that's just a little one swipe. And then here's a matte color. This is a pink color that I got. You can kind of see. And that was the this color right here. I did these three colors just for you to see. So you should check out this palette. I really like it. And another one that I love, that I've seen on a lot of people's videos, is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. And I love this palette. I love the warmth of it. I love, here's my palette. This color, it was an orangey color right there, and it broke. Yeah, so I put one of the Naked 3 colors in there. I had an extra of, and I put it in there, and I just love this color. I don't remember. I think this is Sin. I don't remember, but it was from an Urban Decay palette. Can't really see it right there, But yeah, and let's see, this one, I love the Venetian red in here, and I love this brown color, and this pop of red color right there, and then this neutral is just for everyday. I use it a lot on there. I mean, I've hit some spots on there, as you can see, but I do love this palette, and I do find myself reaching for it like a lot. Oh, those ones. And also I want to mention well, I kind of don't want to mention this other one because it's like sound like such a broken record, but I do like this right here. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind with the little applier right here for my under eye, and it doesn't make my eye, I don't know, for some reason I didn't like doing the concealers under my eyes because I just feel that it makes my bag show up a little bit more. I don't know, I need to figure out like a secret or somehow to not get my, see this right here, to show up so much. But I do love this for hiding any wrinkles and any dark spots that I have down there when I need it. I don't use it very often, but I do like this. And then also I've been loving this. Everyone talks about this, everyone and their mothers talk about this, so I'm not going to go into much details about it, but I do love this, and it's the Tarte Shape and Tape, and I have it in light. And is the Too Faced Perfect Eye Waterproof Eyeliner, and I have this one in Perfect Espresso, and I really like it. Mine needs to be sharpened, but it's really good for my under the lower lash line. There's a swatch right there. It goes on so smooth. And then my other favorite is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil, and this is what it looks like. And it's super thick and it's super dark. I have to be really light hand with this thing when I line my eyes, otherwise it just gets smeared everywhere. And it's very soft and it takes a little bit to set, so I have to be very careful with that, but I do love it. And then also for my lower lash line, just for every day, I love the Essence Gel Eye Pencil Waterproof, and it has like a retractable right here. That's what it looks like. Let's swatch it right here. There you go. It's very light, but it's brown, and I like it for my waterline. And then for my wing liner, I've been loving the Maybelline Master Graphic by Eye Studio, and it's the liquid marker actually, and it comes like this, and I really like it because I know my product won't dry out. It's just like a fat marker like that, but it makes it really easy for you to line your eyes. Well, not like that, but see? So you can get any length that you want, like any width that you want for your liner. So I really like it. Yeah. And then for my brushes, I've also been loving this Tarte foundation brush right here. And for anything that doesn't have, like for the Maybelline Fit Me, it doesn't have the pump, so I can use this to get my foundation out. And then use this side to buff in my foundation. It's really soft, really dense, and really smooth. So I love this brush, and it's so pretty. And lastly, and finally, for my eyes, the only two brushes that I found myself, well, maybe three, found myself using so much is this right here, and it's the Naked 3 from Urban Decay brush, and it has dual end, and I just like this for the top of my brow bone. And then this one, I can just blend the color right there. And then also this color, this side to lay down the, and also this side to lay down the color on my eyes right here. And then also this right here is the Crease and Concealer brush, actually from It Cosmetics. It's the Crease and Concealer, but I use this for my crease, and then the concealer side of it I also use to blend out my shadows. So these are like the only thing that I need when I'm putting on my eye makeup, and I love these. So that way I don't have like a million brushes that I have to use. So I have like a couple of these. And then also I've been loving this It Cosmetics, I don't know what kind of brush this is. I don't know the name of it, but it has like an eyeliner on one side, and it's kind of cut out like that. It's really weird. Can you guys see that? And then this is the kind of like a smudger side, but I don't use this very often. I just use this side to go under my lash line with some shadows that I didn't do today. But yeah, that's what I've been loving. And then for my brows, I am obsessed with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in chocolate. I also use soft brown, but chocolate is what I have been loving. And then to go with that, I love the number 7 brush by Anastasia. So, yeah, we're almost getting done, guys. Wow, that was a lot of products. And for my lips, I'm like obsessed. This is my go-to. Is the Born Lippy from the Body Shop right here. And I love this for my lips before I put on any lip liner or any liquid lipstick especially. And it smells so good. I just love this stuff. You guys got to check it out. I used some other lip balm, but this is by far my favorite. It's like, you feel like it's gonna slide off your lips and not stay on there very well, but it stays really good and it really moistens your lips. And then I also been loving Sugar Petals by from Fresh. And I've loved it so much that it's like all the way down. It's like I've hit empty almost. I need to get a new one. But I do love this as well for at night before I go to bed. I just put it on and my lips wake up the next morning and it doesn't get chapped. Yeah, that's the word for it. So that brings me to my last items, and I have a whole tray of them here. Can you guys guess what it is? My lips are so tough on lipsticks. Nothing lasts on my lips, nothing, except for until I found these items. Like, I've been searching all over for different things. I've tried Urban Decay, I've tried Too Faced, I've tried MAC, I've tried Revlon, I've tried everything, and nothing stays on my lips for more than like an hour. Even with drinking, non-drinking, like nothing, until I found these things. And I'm gonna start off with my least favorite one first. But I do still like them. I mean, they're still my favorite, but they're not like the best one. And they're the Infallible Pro Matte Glosses. And they do dry down a little bit for me, but still, they don't dry down matte like this. And that's what I don't like about these. But I do love the color range and I do love the application. And I do love to wear them when I don't have to like not worry about reapplying them. Like when I'm playing and I want to reapply them, then I'll put these on. But when I go out on a full day and don't want to worry about my lips, then I will not put these on because they don't last on my lips. But I do love the consistency and the color ranges. And also, just to quick share with you guys, you know what I did to keep them all on here was I get this thing from the postal office and it has like a sticky back on it, like from the priority boxes. And you just cut that out and then you stick it all in there and it stays. So that's part of an organization tip so that I don't have to have them everywhere. And then this right here is like my favorite little drawer right now. Like my favorite little drawer for my lipstick, for my liquid lipsticks. Let's see, let's start with my favorite one at the moment. And this is a new discovery, so I can't say that I've been loving it, oops, sorry, for like the whole 2016, but I have been hunting and hunting and hunting for them, and I'm fairly happy with them the last part of 2016, so I have to share because that's what I've been wearing nonstop. And it's the Wet n Wild Mega Last Cat Suite, Liquid Catsuit, and that's my little girl making noises over there. I love these. They last on my lips like half the day at least, and I've even tried to put them on before I go to bed, and I wake up and they're still on my lips. The one that I've been loving before that are the Sephora lip stains right here. These are a little bit more expensive. These are like 14. Oh, one of my colors came off. Oh, it is. It came off. So this is the number 7, and they only have numbers. I don't think they have names. And this is the number 4. It's like a peachy color. And this is number 3. It's kind of like a raspberry color. It looks red on camera, but in person it's kind of like a raspberry color. And then I have a couple more that I keep in my purse like at all times because that's how much I love them. So these ones I think are very, very good. And then I also got the ColourPop liquid lipsticks, and I love these as well. I don't have that very many colors here. I do need to go look for some more or try to investigate in some more colors, because a couple of these colors I don't use as much because it comes off pretty dark on my skin tone, although I am wearing this one today. I do need some more colors though, and these last a long time as well. And then sorry, so noisy. Last but not least, these ones I just recently found, and it's the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Color. And these are great as well. If you guys want to see a video comparison between all of these, let me know. I didn't do swatches for any of the other ones. But here is some swatches on that. And then this is a Rose Macaroon. Really pretty. And it dries down super matte. Like, you can even see that it dried down matte already on my hand. So that's how good they are. And these Jordana ones smell so good. It smells like one of those, you know, those rollerball lip glosses when we were like in middle school that had like the clear and then the rollerball on the top and a lip gloss. That's what it smells like. It smells really good, and I really like that on my lips. So I think that concludes it for my 2016 favorite items of the year. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I love watching all of you guys' videos as well. And so if you have any items that you'd like, or if you use any of these items, please comment below and let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.